guys, I'm Jenny Grind here. I'm back at it, and as you can see, I am on this virtual hybrid learning grind. Okay, what is virtual? What is hybrid learning? I'm so excited, first of all, to be here with you, to share this with you, because I feel like it's an experience that it is quite the experience, but it's an experience that I think many of you could benefit from, especially if you are obviously virtual learning with your children, total remote learning, homeschooling, whatever your option may have been of choice. But I wanted to just hop on here and just let you know what our experience has been and why we chose this option and why it was good for us. And shout out to my alma mater, Kennesaw State, you guys. That's back in Georgia. I felt so good. First of all, I'm still able to wear this shirt, and I bought it in sophomore year in college. Woo! Listen, that's something to celebrate in itself. We have 3 children. So Tyson is our oldest son, and he's the one that just started school. He is 6, and we have a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. So yes, it is as crazy as it sounds. Days have been a bit overwhelming for us. I'd be lying if I told you that this was all fun and game. It is not. It has not been, but we are making it that way. My husband and I we both work full-time jobs. We are thankful to be able to work remotely from our homes with some very supportive jobs who are allowing us to be flexible as we work through this pandemic. But I wanted to hop on here just so that you all kind of get a good understanding of what hybrid learning is and how it's been working for us. So for starters, let me just say, God is so good. We are so thankful, incredibly thankful, that God has covered us during this time, and that God continues to cover us during this time. And so the thing about hybrid learning is that this option, our son attends a STEM school. And so that STEM school wrote out 3 options to the parents. They gave us a hybrid option where the kids will alternate A and B days to go into school. Some days they would go 2 days, and then some days they would go to 3 days. They would alternate Fridays. And so when Tyson started, when they offered that one, and then they offered a total remote learning, so that's obviously all virtual, and then a homeschooling option with the school curriculum. And so I thought those were really, really good. But when we thought about it and when we saw the options, we knew that the hybrid would be really good for our son. Number one, it was the way that he learns. He, like many students, I'm pretty sure, just focuses more when he's in a controlled environment. I mean, he's with his friends and his teachers that are motivating to him, people who look like him, who are still trying to learn on his level. He doesn't feel extreme pressure. And that's what we've been kind of struggling with these last few months, at the ending of kindergarten going into 1st grade. And now that we are in 1st grade, he was incredibly nervous about that. But you guys, when I say that he has proven to be so successful, and it's only week 2. Now, yes, we are still crossing our fingers. We have no idea. We have not heard any cases in the school. The teachers take temperature upon the kids coming to school before they get out of the car, you guys. They take the temperature. Obviously, if the kid has a temperature, they cannot attend school that day. And then the kids get out, and the lines are obviously a lot less hectic because you only have a certain amount of students going to school. Certain amount meaning there are only about 8 students that are in Tyson's class per day. And so those A-B days split that up. Total classroom looks like about 16. So 8 students A day, 8 students B day, but it works out great. He also goes to after school as well. Very controlled environment, and they are on it with the precautionary measures. So what are some things that are different in school now? They do take temperature upon the kids coming to school. The kids cannot use the water fountains. They have to bring a water bottle. Kids do not eat in the cafeteria. They do eat in their classrooms. They do have to wear masks all day. Even on the playground is very controlled. They are not actually on the playground with other students right now. and in-class learning, their desks are individual desks, so they're not sitting next to each other, and they do have to wear masks through the day. And so I think those are some of the main ones that I can kind of think of off the top of my head. But you guys, it's been amazing for Tyson. Tyson's so incredibly happy that he can go interact with his classmates. He can also talk to his teacher. He gets so excited about that. So it has really proven to be really beneficial for him. And we have seen a change in his character, change in his motivation. In that we saw a little slight depression. I did notice that he was a little depressed when it came down to certain things with learning, and he was getting frustrated like many of the students his age would be. You guys, it's a lot of pressure for the students, a lot of pressure for the parents. So for us, we saw that, and we needed, and we just believed that God would cover him, and he continues to cover him. So right now, all is well in his school, and he is doing a great job. So the next biggest thing for me, I think that was the biggest between the virtual and the hybrid, is that they do go to school 2 days a week, 2 to 3 days a week, one week alternating weeks, and 2 days the next week. So last week it was the first week of school. Tyson went 2 days. This week he goes 3 days because he's going Monday, Wednesday, Friday. All in all, it's been working out really well. So what are they actually doing when they're home? Okay, I wanted to hone in on that. What are they actually doing when they're home, and how does that work? So on the days that they are home, they get homework the day that they go. The day that they are home, they have to do that packet of homework, whatever the teacher assigns. But then I thought, you guys, this is awesome right here. So I'm gonna pull up the iPad. Y'all see all my 3 babies. Love my babies. Boy mom. Whoop, whoop. All my boy moms. My days never stop. Okay, they never stop. They are hectic from 5 a.m. till 8:30, but it's so worth it. So I wanted to just love my boys, but I wanted to just show you guys this right here. So this is Tyson's teacher's Google Classroom. And every time, how does she take attendance? She asks a question of the day. She posts that question of the day at 8 a.m. Okay, and that is how she takes attendance for the day. The children can also share something with their class here as well. But a really cool thing right here that I wanted to look at is what are they working on? Okay, what activities are they working on, and what different things? How do they learn? So when they are home, there is no virtual Zoom calls. There's no virtual interaction. It is all interactive learning, and I love that about his school. So this right here, I'm going to put it closer so that you can see it. But that right there is pretty much what he does. Those applications on the left right here is everything that he's working through for the day. So if I click on one, it goes right to the website. Then if I click on his grade level, it shows you everything that they can do that day. Reading, phonics, math, everything is tracked in here, and they give you a progress report on this as well. So going back to the classroom, I'm going to click another one. If we do IXL, and IXL is all about, it's categorized by the different grade levels, but first grade is math and language arts. So as you can see here, this particular one is solely working on math and language arts, and it is really, really good for the kids. Same thing, they track it, they send you a report. Back to the classroom, anything else? iReady. They have spelling on here, books on here. RAS Kids goes right to their reading. And it's not showing. Is it coming up? Yes, it's coming up. So right to their reading. That is how they're tracked there. So all different kinds of things right there, and I love it. And Tyson does too. So a couple of other things that has made learning at home really good. I bought this little table and chairs from Amazon. It's been amazing. Also, if you can see on the walls, I've created material for them. Se habla español. So yes, I try to make sure they have a diverse learning environment. Some of these posters are in Spanish, and some of them are in English. He also has his subtraction, addition, and world maps up there. So I try to create something. I try to give him a learning environment that just wasn't just conducive for him, but also conducive for the other boys too. One of the things that I did do is I have a learning bell, light, so that he can directly, it can look directly on the iPad as he's working, and headphones. Why the bell? The bell is good for if he needs assistance. He can tap that bell twice, and wherever we are in the house, we're able to hear it while we're working from home, able to come in here and assist him instead of him having to get up and come find us. And so he has his pencil sharpener, pencils, everything in his little pad here, and this little table and chair set that I found on Amazon, got it here, and you guys, it works out perfectly. I was a little concerned that it was a little immature for him, but it ended up working perfect. He loves his space. So again, I hope that helps a little bit with hybrid learning. It's worked out great for us. I know many of us are concerned about our children's well-being, their safety, and you guys, please believe we are too. You know, that is first. But another thing is that at some point we have to try to transition them out, right? I don't know when that is, or who's to say when the perfect time is. I just know this was good for us, and I wanted to let you guys know what that schedule looks like. So when he's home on on B days, we try to follow the same schedule. Make sure he gets up at 8. He does not have to wear his uniform shirt, but we try to make sure he does it anyway, just to kind of psychologically put him in the mind frame of learning. And I bring him breakfast up here. He'll take his breaks throughout the day. My mom has been here this week. Shout out to her, because she's been such a help with helping him while we're able to work, and we still were working 9 to 5. So shout out to those 9 to 5, those people, those parents working as well, full-time jobs and trying to help their children. You guys, this is quite the transition. It really is, and some days are better than others. And so I just want to encourage you guys to you're doing an amazing job, and to just take your time, making sure that you're decompressing, and your students and your children are decompressing too, because it really helps. And shout out to those parents who are doing this thing, working and just doing their best, and the educators who are there for our children. I couldn't thank teachers enough. I think I have a new profound respect for teachers during this time. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, and let's chat about this, because and if you have any ideas, of course I'd love to hear what you guys are doing to help make this a productive 2020 school year for your babies as well. So thank you for tuning in. Please make sure you subscribe, like, share, and let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks, guys.